Greetings from New York, and thank you, Tree, and everyone at Open Development Cambodia for organizing today's discussion of access to and information on environmental impact assessment in Cambodia. I'd love to be part of your discussion today. I've been fortunate to be working in Cambodia on EIA topics, and I can't think of anything more important or more timely. As you rapidly develop, business, government, and the public all need to engage and think about the course of development. This urgency is only increased by climate change. Projects need to evolve. They need to address environmental and social impacts early in project design, and they need to be able to adapt to changing conditions through the life of the project. And there's no better vehicle for that than EIA. That's recognized through a number of laws and regulations in Cambodia. It's also, I think, been advanced significantly by the EIA platform that Open Development Cambodia has set up. And I'm confident that today's discussion will move progress even further in terms of making EIA an effective tool. To kick things off this morning, since I can't be with you, I thought I'd give you some perspectives from the US. And I've worked on EIA-related activities here in the US, both at the US Environmental Protection Agency and now through the nonprofit sector, considering how EIA can evolve and be more effective. What I'm struck by here is how the political importance and relevance and the stakes involved in thoughtful, transparent, and an engaged public looking at and commenting on EIAs has become all the more critical. We're having a presidential debate tonight as I record this message, and while I'm not expecting either of the presidential candidates to talk about EIA by name, it certainly will be in the background of the topics they discuss. I'll highlight two examples of that, which I hope might stimulate some of discussions of similar projects, needs in Cambodia, and may contribute in some small way to your discussions today. The first is the California and Pacific Northwest wildfire season, which, if you have been reading about, has been of unprecedented magnitude. And one of the topics that I've noticed frequently is that politicians, the public, scientists are all revisiting the question of should there be more preparation for fire seasons, including controlled burns, removal of debris from the forest floor, and so forth. Interestingly, I think both candidates could raise this topic because it is so critical to preparations for the fire season in a climate change environment. And if you look at the history here, there certainly have been situations where EIAs were prepared, or the equivalent of EIAs at the local level, for controlled burns. And through a dialogue process, in some cases, those burns did not take place in the very areas where the most severe fires are taking place. I think it highlights how important it is that there be an ongoing discussion about EIA. It evolves with time. We learn more. We see what happens when projects go forward. And maybe in the case of the California fires, increasing debate and dialogue around control burn EIAs will result in better preparations going forward. The other project I'd like to talk about is a gold mine, the Pebble Mine in Alaska, which has been controversial for years in the United States. Um, in the last month, there have been dramatic developments, and they were stimulated first and foremost by the release of the EIA for that project by the company. Um, if you look at the press, CNN, all the major papers, that release then stimulated a whole flurry of both uh, political activity and public response. The result has been that the permit for that mine, at least for now, has been denied. But it's important to remember that without the EIA, we wouldn't have had the record that really focused people's attention and gave a basis for the drama that's played out in the press and elsewhere over the last couple of months. In a similar way, as you discuss EIA today, I'm sure you'll be talking about how climate change is affecting the Mekong and how economic development in the Mekong is all the more fragile given those changes. Businesses will want more certainty, the government will want more certainty, as will the public. And EIA is your best tool for that. So I'm thrilled that you're having the discussion. I'm so impressed by what's already been accomplished, and I'll be listening with great interest to the results of today's conference. So thank you for letting me join you, and my best wishes to all of you.